Hello class, this is Mr. Beller coming at you from 80105, talking about the deductive reasoning process for your Reformation essay. What you need to do is make sure that you've gone to my Blackboard site under the course documents and have printed out or have open or ready to go the handout that I've posted there labeled deductive reasoning. Now the deductive reasoning process starts off with your thesis statement. If you're looking for the one that starts off with gathering evidence, that is your inductive reasoning process, which is located in the same spot as the deductive reasoning chart. Now, the first thing that you need to do with this chart is to write out the question. Remember, the question for this essay is, were the actions of the Protestant Reformation an effective way to reform the Catholic Church and/or European society? The question that's above above the handout at the very top about the Renaissance, throw that out. That's old. I was just too lazy to delete it. So, were the actions of the Protestant Reformation an effective way to reform the Catholic Church and/or European society? That is the question. So let's go down to the next spot. Number 2, write a clear thesis statement that directly answers the question and establishes the organizational structure of your essay. This means your thesis will do the following. Your thesis statement must do 3 things to get full credit. Number 1, your thesis statement must take a position. Effective or not. What was it? When you're talking or when you're struggling, with the whole idea of, well, were the actions effective? Were they not effective? Remember, you don't have to have a yes or no answer. It can be yes and no. You can say that the actions of the Protestant Reformation were effective by these things. They were not so effective in doing this. And so you've actually taken a position, and in that instance, you have established categories of analysis. Categories of analysis are just topics or things that you're going to talk about to help prove your point that the Protestant Reformation was effective or was not effective. And so you want to establish categories of analysis or your talking points, and you want to give direction to those categories. And so when you're saying that, for instance, I think a lot of people might say that the Protestant Reformation wasn't so effective in reforming the Catholic Church, how would we give direction to that category? You would probably say something about the Council of Trent or the continued attempts of the Catholic Church to stop the spread of Protestantism, post-Reformation. If you think about it, if the Protestant Reformation did a good job or was effective in reforming the Catholic Church, then the Catholic Church might not have spent so much time and energy trying to stop the spread of the Protestant denominations like Lutheranism and Calvinism. You might not have the St. Bartholomew Days massacre in France, where 12,000 French Protestants are going to be killed. And so you really want to say, all right, it wasn't effective, and this is why. And that way I know what to expect as a reader after that. Section number 3, in one clear and concise sentence for each of the 3 paragraphs. I say 3 because traditionally we are writing a 5-paragraph essay, and you have 3 supporting paragraphs. And so I said, in one clear and concise sentence for each of the 3 paragraphs, I'll write a topic sentence which directly answers the question, introduces a general category of things that will be examined within the paragraph, and gives direction to the paragraph. And so you want to, in your topic sentences, which students tend to struggle on the most, directly answers the question. So you have to say, effective or not effective. Introduces the general category of things. So you want to, state the similarity that all your pieces of evidence share in that category. You want to state the trend, the movement, something that connects all the pieces of specific factual evidence that's in the category. So you've directly answered the question, effective or not effective. You've introduced the general category of things, kind of introduced, how or why, or what connects these pieces of evidence. And then you've given direction. So the Protestant Reformation was not effective in reforming the Catholic Church due to the lack of changes, the Catholic Church made after the Council of Trent. Or due to the lack of changes enforced by Pope Paul IV. Something like that. And then I would know what to expect in that paragraph. Section number 4, per category, lists the 3 most important bits of specific factual information that you're going to use. Remember, in this section, you only need to put the facts. I don't need you to explain why or how. In fact, you will get points off if you do that in this section. The last section for this sheet, analysis. For one piece of information from each category, you're going to write a clear statement, a direct statement that shows how and why that evidence proves your thesis statement. So, for instance, if you had Martin Luther, you would want to tell me how and why does Martin Luther prove your thesis statement to be true. I hope that this helps you in your preparation for your essay. I hope that you come to me in the days leading up to the test with any additional questions or concerns that you might have, and I will see you when I see you.